Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey, inside the Murphy Athletic Center for the annual Dig Pink game for breast cancer awareness in girls volleyball. Mike Formisano here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. The Parsippany Hills Vikings won set number 1, 25-15 over the Pope John Lady Lions. Let's give you the roster for Pope John again before we get set for second set action. Number 1 is Mandy Losi. Number 2, Audrey Bonner. 3 is Nora Marino. 4, Casey Carney. 5, Catherine Daly. 6, Maria Schnabel. 7, Maddie Dugan. Number 8, Sophia Hersku. 9, Reese Toby. 10, Gianna Martiri. 11, Ashley Zabriskie. 13, Stella Scardigno. And number 21, Christiana Lipka. President of the Catholic Academy of Sussex County is Mr. Daniel O'Keefe. The principal of Pope John High School is Gene Emery. The VP chaplain is Father John Calabro. Athletic director Brian McAleer. Athletic trainers Gerard Graziano and Jordan Martin. Site manager Ben Perez. And the head coach of the Pope John Lady Lions is Alan Massoni. Assistant coach Rebecca Massoni. I'm Mike Formisano. We're here live at Pope John High School inside the Murphy Athletic Center. It's second set action between the Pope John Lady Lions and the Parsippany Hills Vikings. Both teams dressed in pink jerseys today for breast cancer awareness. And they have pink jerseys, black shorts, Pope John on the left side, and Parsippany Hills on the right. So the Lady Lions have to win set 2 and then go to a third set in order to try and capture the match. Parsippany Hills, all they have to do is win the second set here and the match is theirs. Coach Massoni talking with Maria Schnabel as the Lady Lions all set to go. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. from Flemington, New Jersey, we're heading back down to 100 Central Regional High School as the girls soccer team was there yesterday in the second round of the 100 Warren Sussex Girls Soccer Tournament. And unfortunately for the girls soccer team, they fell to 100 Central by a score of 1-0. Close game throughout, close match. But the Lady Lions will pick up the regular season. But we're heading down in tomorrow for field hockey. First round for the girls field hockey team against the 100 Central Red Devils. That's tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Here's the serve by Dugan. Right over the net, into the net, and that's it. The point goes to Pope John. Casey Carney with the point, and Pope John off to a good start. It's 1-0. On Saturday morning, 9 a.m., we'll be at Seton Hall Prep for Pope John Lions freshman football. 9 a.m. to start before we head back to Pope John for the varsity game. That's on Super Football Conference Network. Shot by Wang. And the kill. Wang gets the point for Parsippany Hills, and we're dead even, 1 apiece. So now the serve goes over to Apurva Bhargava. Bhargava with the serve. Over. Oh, great dig. And it gets over. Oh, just tipped into the net. And the point goes to Pope John. Number 10, Gianna Martiri into the match. And she's able to lock down the second point for Pope John. Now, Maria Schnabel. So Scardigno comes out for number 21, Christiana Lipka. Here's Schnabel. Serve. Bhargava. Good block. And Parsippany Hills gets the point. 2 apiece. The Vikings won set number 1, 25-15. And the Lady Lions looking to even here in the second set. Here's number 9, Bailey Wang. Into the net. And Pope John will get the point. So Audrey Bonner, number 2, will serve for Lady Lions. 3-2, Pope John leads in the second set. Now, if it goes to a third set, I believe you only have to get to 15. Out of bounds. And Parsippany Hills with the point. The rule in volleyball years and years ago was that you can only get points on the serve. If it was a defensive stop, to get the serve back, it was called a side out. They don't do it anymore. Lang. Blocked by Pope John. Number 4, Casey Cardi with the block. And the Lady Lions grab a 4-3 lead here in the second set. Dugan now coming out for number 8, Sophia Hersku. Cardi with the serve. Into the net. Parsippany Hills will take over. So now number 13, and that's Amelia Wadawaski. Good serve. Dugan with the dig. Lipka on the side, and Parsippany Hills grabs the point. 5-4 now, the Vikings leading over the Pope John Lady Lions. Wadawaski with the serve, and she misfired. Happens. The point goes to Pope John. 5-all now. I know the last time I played volleyball, that happened to me. A long time ago since I played volleyball. Stella Scardigno back into the match. Ashley Zabriskie coming out. Scardigno with the serve. 5-all, second set. Here it is. Vargava over. Scardigno with a save. She dug it out. Daly. Vargava over. Dig out by Potter. Saved by Daly. Dugan has to get it over. She does. Save. Vargava. And it's over. Potter. Scardigno. Here it is. Too far. The shot by Parsippany Hills goes too long, and Pope John grabs a 6-5 lead. Now Scardigno will serve as the Lady Lions are up 6-5. And the referee is discussing something. While we have a moment, let's give you the rest of the schedule upcoming. We talked about field hockey tomorrow at Hunterdon Central Regional High School. First round, the Hunterdon Warren Sussex. Freshman football, 9 a.m. Saturday. On Sunday, 13U Junior Lion football. And that'll be Sunday morning. I believe it's at 11:30 from Manville, New Jersey. Scardigno with the serve. Vargava sets up Galante. Tipped back over by Maria Schnabel. And she gets the point. 7-5 Pope John. The crowd going nuts here. Scardigno. Vargava sets. Lang. Good save by Bonner. Dugan over. Vargava sets. And spiked home by Juliet Galante. That'll make the score 7-6. Pope John still leading, but only by a point. The Lady Lions need the set. Here's the serve. Off the net, and the point goes to Parsippany Hills. You can hit the net as long as it lands in bounds. And Parsippany Hills has tied the match at 7. Now the serve. Scardigno over. Vargava tips. Oh, right back over by Daly. Galante. Vargava. Here's Dugan. Scardigno. And the shot by number 9. And that is Bailey Wang, and she puts it away. Parsippany Hills grabs an 8-7 lead. Now number 16, Juliet Galante will serve. Timeout as head coach Alan Masoni wants to talk things over as Parsippany Hills grabs the lead in this second set. 1 set to none. Parsippany Hills on top of Pope John, and they lead in the second set 8-7. We'll be back right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Pope John High School inside the Murphy Athletic Center for Pope John Lady Lion Girls Volleyball. Mike Formisano along with you calling today's match as it's the annual Dig Pink for Breast Cancer Awareness match. Pope John and Parsippany Hills. And the Vikings will serve. There's Galante, number 16 for Parsippany Hills. Here's the serve. Oh, Dugan tried to dig it out and just misplayed it. 9-7, Parsippany Hills leads. 101 Sussex tournament hasn't been set yet for volleyball. It should be in the next few days. And if the first round match works out, where we're able to get to that, we will definitely do so for the Lady Lions. Galante, Dugan digs, Scardigno. Daly gets it over. Lang, Dugan saves it, Scardigno. Snobble has to get it over. And she does, but it's out of bounds. Just missed the sideline. And Parsippany Hills takes a 10-7 lead. Now Galante will serve again. Saved by Daly. Dugan tries to get it over, can't do so. And I believe the point's going to go over to Pope John. Well, the Parsippany Hills coach not happy, is discussing it with the referee. Well, they're going to replay the point. So here's Galante again. 10-7, Parsippany Hills leading. Second set. Here's the serve. Dugan with the dig. Scardigno. Up. Snobble. Into the net. Vargava saves it. Lang over. Here's Dugan. Scardigno with the dig. Daly. Vargava. Sets Galante. Too long. And the point goes to Pope John. Well, the Lady Lions now only down 2. 10-8 here in the second set. Here is Daly. Catherine Daly getting set to serve. Here it is. Dug out. Vargava sets up Galante. And the point. Good kill by Galante. And it's 11-8, Parsippany Hills. Pope John hanging close. Only down by 3 points here in this second set. Here's the serve by Julia Pars. Scardigno to Dugan. Gets it over. Vargava. Oh, what a block by number 8, Sophia Hurstku. Saved. Scardigno to Dugan. Played back. Vargava over. Scardigno with the dig. And it lands on the Pope John side. The point goes to Parsippany Hills. Good effort by Pope John there. Almost got the point. It's now 12-8. Pars will serve for the Vikings. Into the net. and Pope John with the point. And the Lady Lions now trail 12-9. So now Maddie Dugan playing the libero position for Pope John today. That's why she's in the white jersey. Serves. Good dig out by Bargava. Over. Oh, what a save by Scardigno. Dugan over. Bargava saves it. Wang to Dugan. Scardigno. Here's the shot by Snubble. Snubble sets. Nice shot by Martiri. Long point. Oh, what a save by Daly. Dugan can't get it over. And the point goes to Parsippany Hills. That may have been the longest point in the match. Fantastic by both teams. 13-9. Bargava with the serve. Martiri back over. The tip into the net. And the point goes to Parsippany Hills. 14-9. As the Vikings open up a 5-point lead in this second set. Head coach Masoni wants time. He wants to talk things over. The Lady Lions hanging around, but they need the second set in order to continue. We'll be back right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey, inside the Murphy Athletic Center for Pope John Lady Lion Girls Volleyball. Mike Formasano along with you, calling today's match between the Pope John Lady Lions and the Parsippany Hills Vikings. It's the Dig Pink for Breast Cancer Awareness match here annually at Pope John High School. And it's great to see that the community is rallying around the search for breast cancer awareness. Here's Dugan. Scardigno, it's got to go over. It does. Tipped by Parsippany Hills. No, they saved the Vikings point. Wow, I thought it was Parsippany Hills who went ahead and skimmed that. Instead, the referee's saying no. 15-9. The Lady Lions not happy. They're thinking that number 13 for, that's what it looked like to me, Amelia Walowaski. Looked like she tipped it as it went out of bounds. Now the referee's discussing. The officials say no. So Carney over to fight the cause. So here we go. Bargava with the serve. Marino. Scardigno sets. Oh, what a kill. But he saved it. Galante was able to save that. And Jason Carney with the point. 15-10. Oh, you know, Pope John, that look of determination there to get that point. And Casey Carney would not be denied. Now, Maria Schnabel with the serve. 15-10, Pope John hanging around, staying close. Here's the serve by Schnabel. Bargava. Into the net, Pope John point. 15-11. Lady Lions working their way back. Here's Schnabel with the serve. Here we go. Bargava near the net. Set for the kill. Wang off of Schnabel. And the point goes to Parsippany Hills. And now Pope John 9 points away from the end of the match. So 16-11. Parsippany Hills leads. And now the serve by number 6, Kaylee Wallace. Wallace serves into the net or below the net. And the point goes to Pope John. Lady Lions still around, still hanging close. Now, Audrey Bonner into the game for Nora Marino. Second set action. Parsippany Hills leads 1-0. They won 25-15. This set is 16-12, Parsippany Hills. Here is Bonner. Serve. Gava. Setting up Galante. She tips it over. Lipka. Cardi. Just couldn't tee up. She misfired on it. 17-12. Parsippany Hills over Pope John. Now number 4 serving. That is Jenna Hare. Dugan to Lipka. Sets up. Cardi just tips it over. Bargava to Galante. Into the net. Pope John point. And the Lady Lions again down by 4. You have to win the set by 2 points. That's important. If it gets to like 24-23 or 24-24, you have to win by 2. Here's Carney. Serve. Bargava. Set. Over by Pars. Carney. Olipka. Sets up Daly. Blocked into the net. Parsippany Hills grabs an 18-13 lead. Dugan back in for Carney. Lady Lions down by 5. They've got 7 more points to work with. Here's the serve. Dug out. Lipka over. Good point by Cristiana Lipka. And it's 18-14. Don't go anywhere, folks. Lady Lions hanging in there. Scardigno will serve for Pope John. Down by 4. Dover. Bargava. Sets Wang. Dugan. Tipped over. Now Dugan again. Scardigno sets Daly. Bargava sets up Galante. Good block. Still alive. Bargava again to Galante. Too far. And the point goes to Pope John. 18-15. Pope John only down by 3 now. Scardigno will serve again. Here's the serve. Into the net. The Parsippany Hills gets the point. 19-15. They're 6 points away. The serve will go to number 16, Juliette Galante. Here's the serve. Dugan, big, Scardigno, sets. Block. What a block by number 25, Madeline Harmon, into the match for Parsippany Hills. And it's 20-15. Galante will serve. Here it is. Set. Scardigno. You got to get it over. And indecision between Daly and Hershku. They couldn't decide which one to go to it, so it falls in. 21-15 at Parsippany Hills. Looking to pull away now. They're 4 points away from the match. Galante with the serve. Saves Scardigno. Dugan. And as she's falling down, she couldn't get it up enough into the air and over the net. 22-15. And the Vikings 3 points away from the match now. Galante with the serve. Too far. Pope John point. Now 22-16. And it will be Catherine Daly serving for the Lady Lions. Pope John's got to put a long run together now. Marino in for Bonner. So Nora Marino back into the match. Catherine Daly will serve. Here it is. And out of bounds. Too long. And the point goes to Parsippany Hills. 23-16, and now the Vikings 2 points away. Madeline Harmon. Harmon with the serve. Set by Marino. Scardigno over. Tipped. Schnabel. Saved. Bargava. Marino sets up Scardigno to Schnabel. And she misfired. And it's now 24-16. And Parsippany Hills with 8 match points. Harmon with the serve. Dug out. Scardigno. It's got to go over. Daly. Block. Pope John point. Number 4, Jenna Hare, tied it up in the net. And the Lady Lions get the point. Now here's what has to happen. Maddie Dugan is serving. She needs 7 straight points so the match is over. This has to go to a tie in order to get it to 2. Here we go. Dugan, over. Bargava tips. Marino saves. Scardigno. Hardy over. Bargava sets Lang. And there it is. That's your match as the Parsippany Hills Vikings defeat the Pope John Lady Lions. Your final score. Parsippany Hills wins 2-0, 25-15. And the second set, 25-17. Well, great effort by both teams, and the Lady Lions and the Vikings getting together for Dig Pink game and match here on Breast Cancer Awareness Day at the school. So a great cause to support. The JV will play right after this match. Coming up tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. from Hunterdon Central Regional High School. It'll be the first round of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex Field Hockey Tournament, as the Pope John Lady Lions field hockey team will take on the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. On Saturday morning, freshman football, 9 a.m. Pope John taking on Seton Hall at Seton Hall Prep. That's at 9 a.m. We'll head back to Pope John for the varsity game at noon. That'll be picked up by Super Football Conference Network against Seton Hall. On Sunday, Junior Lions 13U football. 11U plays on Saturday. Unfortunately, we can't get to that because of the freshman game. So we will go ahead and cover the 13U game on Sunday. And that is at 11:30 a.m. in Manville, New Jersey. At Monday at Seton Hall Prep at noon. The Pope John Lions JV football team will head to Seton Hall to take the Pirates on. That's a noon start on Columbus Day, so be aware of that because there's no school. And then finally on Tuesday, the boys soccer team continue their quest for a Hunterdon Warren Sussex title. They're in the quarterfinals against the 3rd-seeded Hackettstown Tigers. That game is at 4 p.m. at Hackettstown. Make sure you join us for that. So for everyone here inside the Murphy Athletic Center at Pope John High School, it's Mike Formisano saying thank you so much for joining us. Final score once again, the Pope John Lions fall to the Parsippany Hills Vikings 2-0, 25-15, 25-17. Have a great evening, and we will see everyone tomorrow for field hockey in Flemington, New Jersey. The Pope John Lady Lions field hockey team tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. only here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Have a great night.